right? As far as no fill, potential lockout, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a weird transition, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a weird one. I mean, because we're going into a season which we really don't know, what to expect. We don't know who's coming back. We don't know who's going to be the coach. We don't know if we're going to have a season next year. There's so many question marks. So in that aspect, it's going to be a very different off season for all.
They say it takes a full year sometimes after surgery to get back to where you were before. Do you feel like you weren't able to return, and is there a possibility that that needs to be more normal to be back more like those?
Yeah, I mean, I felt fine. I mean, I felt like I could have definitely played more and played longer and stuff like that. Postseason, I felt healthy, barring the foot. But this off season gives me a chance to really go to another level. I mean, it's the difference between feeling healthy and then feeling, as strong as I know I can be.
You feel like you can do everything you wanted to do?
I feel like I can do everything I wanted to do, but there's another level that I feel I can get to.
What we talked about upstairs today that you can relate to us?
Everything that I'm saying right now, some of the things that we've discussed upstairs.
You talked about the change of the coach and things like that. Between that and just not winning this year and the anger, a lot of guys think you guys been talking about how angry they were. How much does that fix some of the things that were a problem for you guys this year?
In terms of
Just different things to focus on, something else to play to go get a title as opposed to defending, all those other things that seem to kind of grind guys down over the course of the last couple of years.
what the hell is your question?
How much does that help you guys? How much is fixed just by not winning this year, by having a new coach, by having different stuff to look for?
Well, I think we have a challenge that's right in front of ourselves. It's like, it's low-hanging fruit. You have a coach that's different than Phil at the helm. And a lot of people probably don't expect us to continue on winning without Phil as a head coach. So that's a challenge right there in and of itself. And then, the window closing theory and us being done now and that kind of talk, that's stuff that I'm sure we can latch on to pretty easily.
Kirby Fish in our test yesterday talked about the word humility. This team needed a little humility. That might be the medicine to really drive you guys next year. Did you feel like some of the guys were not as hungry as in the past?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, but I think that the biggest thing was the fatigue factor. Guys were tired, and a lot of times when you get tired, you become burdened by things that you're normally not burdened by. I love quoting Tex. Tex always used to say, "Fatigue makes cowards of all men," and it's definitely true.
You said after Game 3 you still believe you got to win the series. Kyle said during the year there was 3 or 4 game losing streaks and there was signs of things not being right. Even though you had that belief that you guys would win the series and have to come back, was there any signs throughout the year that maybe it wasn't all lined up?
No, I think, and Powell saying that actually is a message that I gave to the team in one of our meetings because we've, lost 4 or 5 games in a row, which would never happen. And so that was concerning to me because in the playoffs, that gives teams hope that we can lose 4 or 5 games. You know what I mean? So, that was concerning, but I still believe we could have won the series. That damn team was lights out from 3-point range that night. I mean, Jason hit 9 of them. As a team, they hit 20 of them. That's ridiculous stuff.
Has teams lost their fear of the Lakers? Al had missed that yesterday. The teams probably had lost their fear.
I don't know if it was a fear to begin with. I think it was just, we can't beat this team. Because they know we were going to out-execute them. They knew we were going to out-defend them. And we weren't going to beat ourselves. So I think they believe with adjustments that they've made offensively. And you see Dallas adjustments that they've made in spacing the floor and putting our bigs in pick and roll and penetrating our defense, that they believe they have a system that can beat ours, a personnel to beat ours. So we'll have to make some adjustments in our execution and how we defend that.
Kobe, from a player's standpoint, what does Brian Shaw bring as a candidate to take over for Phil? What are his strengths in your opinion?
Familiarity. He's very familiar with all of us, and how we like to be coached, and he communicates very well. I mean, that's one thing about Brian is that he shoots from the hip. He tells you what he expects from you. He's very clear on what your role is on the team, and I think that helps him.